Hey, what's up? I'm reviewing and comparing the SCAR-H and the M4A1, two SOCOM-used rifles and those who remain. These are the perks I used for both weapons. You can trade out steady aim for brisk if you want. So first, the M4A1. It has low recoil and a fast fire rate similar to SMGs, but it has higher damage and one more point of penetration. And this gun also has a non-functional vertical grip and an ACOG scope mounted. I would normally count the ACOG scope as a benefit, but unlike other zoomed optics, your sensitivity doesn't scale when you aim, so it can be harder to make small adjustments to your aim. The medium damage and decent bullet penetration give it a pretty average ammo efficiency, and the total ammo count is pretty average. Most rifles in this game have 150 and the M4A1 is no exception. 30 round mag with 120 spare, and you get 30 per pickup. So as I said earlier, the M4A1 has some aspects similar to SMGs, but with the power of a rifle. So with that taken in mind, this gun is a great jack of all trades and can be used in almost every situation. The only thing you should watch out for is that the high fire rate can drain your ammo quickly, so you need to be careful and make sure you pick up enough ammo. So next, the SCAR-H. This has higher damage and a total of 3 points of penetration, which is very good for its level. However, that's where the positives end, because in trade for that high damage and penetration, you get a small magazine and high recoil. Thankfully, the automatic fire rate is not as quick as the M4A1, so you can control the recoil a bit better. Going back to that small magazine, it holds 20 bullets with an extra 100 spare. So that's 120 in total, which is below average for an assault rifle, but I'd consider this more as a battle rifle. So in that case, it has a pretty average amount of ammo. The ammo efficiency is also about the same as the M4A1 though, because even though you get much higher damage and penetration, you lose out on 10 bullets per ammo pickup. So as you might expect, this gun's very good against groups because of the high penetration and damage. As long as you aim for the head, you can wipe them out quite easily. But because of that very high recoil, you need to tap fire in order to stay accurate. So, which gun is better? Well, as I previously mentioned, the M4A1 plays similarly as a normal SMG would, but instead it has the damage and penetration of a rifle. So with that, it could be more versatile than a normal submachine gun type weapon can. It's good at most things, but certainly not perfect. Conversely, the SCAR-H is very good at taking out groups, but it kinda lacks in other areas. Mostly because of the small magazine, you can't really run and gun and just take out a few targets at a time like you can with the M4A1. But even though looking at the positives and negatives and talking about it some more, I still definitely think the SCAR-H is the better choice here. At least for me, most of the time I'm playing, especially in later waves, I'll be free running and gathering a large group to occasionally pour a mag into, and the SCAR-H is very good at this. I was actually shocked at how good it was against taking out groups, because I hadn't really played with it ever since I made that one, SCAR-H versus FAL review, and that was actually my first gun review video. When I used the SCAR-H back then, I thought it was kind of weak and underpowered, but now that I pick it up again, it's actually very good. Maybe even a bit too good. But the M4A1 is still a pretty good choice. You can't really go wrong with either of these. Anyways, that's about all. See ya.